Hakuna matata. Tembea pole pole. Hakuna matata. Na mnywe maji mengi. Hakuna matata. Tupikie na shira. Hakuna matata. Tege ya la la la. Hakuna matata.
Hello, this is the first vlog from our trip to Kilimanjaro. We have arrived in the coffee plantation place in Moshi. It's really nice, our room. I don't know if you can see all that, but we've got a little flat and it's lovely. We've met everyone on the group, mix of ages, mix of types of people, just really all really friendly and kind of upbeat, which is really positive, and just looking forward to doing it now. We had our brief, which was quite interesting in one way, but also quite scary in another. Hi, so this is the first report from the first camp. We went from Londrossi to Big Tree Camp. We only walked, we walked for, it was meant to be between 3 and 4 hours, and we were 4 1/4, because it felt like a really slow pace when we started, but actually it was really good. We got here, wasn't too bad. I think we've only walked up about 400 metres, which isn't, or is it feet? Really should check these facts before I start. But so it wasn't that much, and it was meant to be an easy day, but actually it did feel like quite a walk. I drank loads, so I've been doing what I'm told, but I've still got just a slight headache. It doesn't really, it's not bad or anything. So apart from that, the group's really nice. It's interesting, as you walk longer, everyone stops chatting. It was a bit of a silent procession for a while, but the scenery is stunning. We were going through tropical today, so we had just beautiful, tropical jungle. The paths are really good, and yeah, now we're just going and having some food. We're going to have soup and something else, I'm not quite sure. We just had popcorn. When I will show you one day the tents that we're all staying in, but there are 14 of us in our gang, and there are 57 porters, guides and cooks. That is incredible, and they're all really nice and friendly and chatty and lovely. We get the same guy carrying our bags every day as well, which is nice because you a bit of security there. And yeah, we just got given hot water, had a wash. Couldn't believe, I blew my nose and it just black snot. It was disgusting. So it's really, really, really dusty. So I'm not sure how much dust I have breathed into my lungs, but I'm sure I will find out. It'll be coming up for weeks after. Duncan is doing alright. He's got a slight headache, got his knees sore, but not too bad. So yeah, we're just getting on. It's the first day. Really nervous this morning, and so glad that went through it, because it was a good day. So tomorrow's a long day, 7 hours I think. And it's quite an elevation gain. It's about 1,000 something. So yeah, it's going to be a bit. Tomorrow will be more telling, I guess. All right, signing off now. Bye. Say hello to the camera.
Alright, hello.
You're on video. Hakuna Matata.
Hakuna Matata.
There you go. And there's the gang. This is the top of day 2. The porter with on his phone. View is stunning. Thanks, you got anything to say?
Amazing views.
No,
Very tired. Still an hour and a half before camp.
Jake? Got anything to add?
Heavy breathing has set in.
So today we are at around 3,550 metres, and yes, last night we were at 2,650, so it's quite a big jump today. Don't feel too bad at the moment. I didn't feel too bad yesterday when we got in, but then just had a slight headache later on. We saw a monkey, blue monkey, which was really cool. We almost missed it, but he was just being cheeky in the treetops and having a little look around and looking at all us lot, probably thinking crazy people. Camp is where you meet. We meet the shearer route, which I think is a bit of a quicker route. So it's pretty busy. I'll give you a little tour actually. This is our tent. All our stuff. And all our bags and things have to be kept inside. We have water for washy as they call it, which I'll try not to fall in as I go out. And yeah, this is the campsite. It's, as you can see, busy. We're right next to the loos, which is lovely. There's a long drop. I don't know if we can see that. Haven't tried the zoom on this thing yet. Long drop. Morning, we're still at Shearer 1 and everything is being packed up, but I just wanted to see if I could show you. Oh, I can't because the sun's in the way. Let's see if we can see Kilimanjaro. That's the front. And we go up, we walk along this way. Oh, my hand is massive. We walk along this way today and then we go up this way, and here is the tallest point, which doesn't look like the tallest point, but we kind of go up that bit, and then the saddle bit there's the western approach, so we go up over the western approach and then along, but it's stunning. Say hello. Wave for the camera. That's it. This is our mess tent and people are getting ready to have breakfast. Say hello, Jono.
Hello, Jono.
How are you feeling today? Ready for the walk?
Absolutely.
Yeah?
Marvellous.
Are you videotaping?
It's really warm now.
I'm part of a blog. I'm entering the 21st century. How did that happen?
And Hazel, how are you feeling? Did you sleep alright?
Yeah, I slept really well. I'm getting ready to have my breakfast, so I'm quiet to wash my hands.
This
Get rid
lady
of the germs.
really saved us yesterday. I was having a bit of a strop because I was freezing cold, and this lady produced ginger tea, which I think actually saved my evening. So yeah, thank you, Hazel. Thank you. Oh, she's today I put thermals on thinking, right, we're in the cold bit now, and it was boiling hot. Which we were walking in the heathland. There's no protection from the sun really. There's no like shade, which we've had before. Even in the heathland, I think we've gone through a different phase again, like grassland. So there's just nothing protecting you from a really fierce sun. So it's been really hot today, and it's going to be cold again tonight. So just getting all my layers out. Our light in the tent put up. I'll just hang up there, but that didn't work halfway through the night because of the battery. I forgot it's got a battery in it. Everything else with a battery, including this camera, is kept in my sleeping bag with me, so that I can, so that it can all stay warm. It's me again. I said we'd say where. I'd come back with the trip notes and say where we are. We're at the Shearer Plateau. We have at the camp at the Shearer Hut 3,840 metres, and you can see Mount Meru outside. Tomorrow it says we go on the lava ridges with lunch to the lava tower, which is 4550. And then we descend to the Great Barranco Valley, which is 3,900. It's quite tough, apparently, tomorrow. It's 5 to 7 hours walking, but the thin air apparently starts to tell, so if it hasn't already for most of us. Yeah, and then it's a few more nights. So yeah, we'll see where we go. All right. So today we are at Barranco Valley Camp. That is the view from one side of our tent. And this is the view, so I try not to get over the guide ropes, from the other side of the tent. So today we went up to the lava tower, which was at 4,550 meters. So it was pretty much up the whole way. And then we went down. It took us 7.5, 8 hours. It's meant to take between 5 and 7 hours walking. But we're back now at 3,900. I had my first real issues with altitude today. But down was pretty hard today actually. It was harder than I thought, on the knees and the thighs, and my thigh was popping a bit where it hurt, where I hurt it before. So I'm just kind of chilling out and I don't think I've ever been this tired and dirty and disgusting. I'm really feeling it. I didn't sleep. I didn't feel like I slept that well last night. But I got up at, basically I woke up at 12 and I thought, that's it, I'm awake. How am I going to do this mammoth walk tomorrow? And I must have fallen back to sleep about 2, but we're going to bed about 8:30 at night, so it's not too bad. You get more sleep than you think you do, but it's just interrupted sleep. So yeah, we've joined the Mashemi route today at this camp. So as you can see, it is much busier. These are all the Exodus. You can see the Exodus flag on our mess tent. But it is much busier. It's helped my headache as well actually, it's pretty cool. And we'll have to let you know how the Barranco wall goes tomorrow. It's starting to get a bit nerve-wracking now because it's a big, we saw the wall, you can't see it from here so I can't show you, I don't think, but it was literally zigzag up a big cliff, so it looks pretty hardcore, but it's a shorter day, so hopefully we'll do some stretches and feel a bit better and start again tomorrow. It's getting a bit nerve-wracking because it's only a few days left. So we are reporting live from Karanga camp. Today was an absolute scorcher actually. We started a bit late, we had a lie-in, both of us slept quite well, and then we walked up the Barranco wall, which was about an hour and a half upwards, and it was poles in the backpack, proper scrambling and climbing up, which I absolutely loved. And then we did a really long down, followed by a really long up. So we've only about 4 hours, but it's been good. I've really enjoyed it. It's 5 to 2, so we're going to get some chips, hot lunch today at camp. We are now at, does it say what thing we're at? Yeah. What height? Karanga is at 4,000 metres. And we passed loads of waterfalls and stuff today. It was beautiful. So yes, it starts getting serious now. Tomorrow is down to Barafu, but not thinking about that right now. I'm just enjoying the sunshine. It was meant to be cold and it's really warm, and thankfully feeling absolutely fine. And Duncan is doing a lot better as well, so it's been a good day, I think. Anything to add, Dunk? And that's our view from our tent. Pretty cool. Stop it! So we're now on day 7 at Barafu camp, which is the camp before we climbed the big one, summit. Today's been pretty hard actually. I woke up in a foul mood, didn't sleep very well. There was a rock under my mat, and I was just shattered and didn't really fancy. It's just the accumulative walking that we've been doing, and it was it's only about 4 hours walking today, but it was all uphill. We're just packing for summit. We've just had big lunch. Well, we had big lunch at 2ish. It's 4 now. At 6 we'll have dinner. Then we'll go back to sleep. And we're setting off in 2 groups. So the slower group are going an hour early, in the hope that we'll all catch up and summit at around the same time, because they've been getting in about an hour after us. I don't feel too breathless here, but apparently This is like 60% oxygen level, and we got 60-70 here, and it goes up to down to 50 at the top. We've seen for the first time today people being carried down, and they look like they're really drunk. But they've had guides near them walking them down. So as soon as they said to us, pole, slowly up, and then once we're at the top we'll spend 10-15 minutes max at the top, because you don't want to spend any longer than that, and then it's as fast down as we can go. So pole goes out the window. I can't remember what they said, vente or something like that, but it's go down quite fast, and it's really, there's loads of scree here. This campsite's really dangerous. There's loads of rocks and slates, and it's all slate rubble, so it'd be quite easy to just turn an ankle here. We've had our briefing, which was really good, but has just made me really nervous about the whole thing. And they just said, just keep. It's hard physically and it's hard mentally, so you just have to go with it. But before we left, Mick said enjoy the journey, and it's been absolutely stunning. Every day has been more beautiful and more fun than I expected, so the journey's been great, and we just want to finish it off on a positive. But if we don't, it's not the end of the world, so I keep telling myself, although being stubborn, I'm sure I'd be devastated if we don't. Okay, we'll sign off. Hello! We should start by saying we did it! We did it! It was a long day. I don't even know how to describe it, really. We started off at 12, and we were walking for 7 hours, but it was like walking on volcanic ash. It was thick the whole way up, and it was just up for 7 hours. It started off with 10 minutes of boulder, jumping up and down on boulders, which is great in the night time with a torch. To get to the last bit, to Stella Point, I didn't think I'd do it, to be honest. I was focused on each leg, lifting each leg at a time, and just looking at the people's feet in front. It was horrific. It's the only way I'd describe it. It was really so much harder than I thought it would be, partly because of this scree that you just sink in with every step, and it was so cold. I don't know what the temperature was last night, but I'm sure it could have been worse. But it was like water froze almost instantly, and because it's too cold to stop for any length of time, so we just kept going, and so I didn't drink as much water as I should have done, because they were in my bottles upside down to stop them freezing, and didn't eat as much, because things like my track bar bit into, nearly broke my teeth off, because all the food froze as well. So and also you just didn't have time to stop. I had massive mitts on, and they stopped me from pretty much doing anything anyway. And you can't get enough air. There were people, it was quite frightening, there were people being ferried down, like carried down by porters quite often throughout, really, in varying states of wellness. I've got some videos which is on this, but the views were stunning. There was ice fields, and you could see the curvature of the earth, which was pretty spectacular, and I'd love to say worth it all, but I was so tired. I'm not sure it was. And then you're so focused on getting to the top that you forget you've got to come all the way down again, and it was really, really dangerous ground. Like, it was just walk, fall. Got to the bottom, and because I followed Anita down and stayed with her, I literally had half an hour's sleep, and then we had lunch, and then I had to get my boots on and do another walk, which was the last thing I want to do, bearing in mind that we only got 3 hours sleep last night because we left at 12. I got quite emotional when I could see Uhuru Peak, and shed a bit of a tear. I don't even know why. I think when you're that tired, and I had nothing left. I've no energy, no fuel in the tank, my legs were just moving on their own, and to get there was just blooming brilliant and worth it all, absolutely worth it all. I can actually breathe again, it's incredible. It's about 40% oxygen at the top, and we're back down now to, we're still at altitude, I don't know what we're at, Millennium Camp, but it's low. We're in the heathland again, and then tomorrow we'll walk through the forest.
Sincere gratitude of our experience that we've had this week of fulfilling our lifelong dream of climbing Mount Kilimanjaro. And we wouldn't have done this without all your support, your friendship, your meticulous planning behind the scenes. Absolutely everything has worked like clockwork. You've become real friends to us, and we wouldn't have been able to achieve it without any of you. So thank you so much.